Hey, Doc. Hey, Dr. Shelby. Good, lovely to see you.
What up? I had someone, a client actually asked me, she says, you seem to be pretty efficient in getting stuff done. And it appears from the outside like you do a lot. So, how do you manage your time? And one of the exercises I shared with her is that you really want to, in the beginning, when you're looking at how do you spend your time, is to actually get clear on how you're spending your time. So I have this particular tool that I use, in every 15 minutes, I write down exactly what I'm doing. And what this is really great for is revealing how you're spending your time, which is actually a reflection of what your true values are. So, for
Mhm.
instance, say if, for an hour, it's like Netflix, get really specific of the show you're watching and why you're watching it. Because we all know that, if I were to ask all my patients in the chiropractic clinic, which often I do because I'm curious, what shows are you watching on Netflix right now? Each person, say everyone said the same show, they all watch it for different reasons. I've had some people who are like, hey, that guy's a McHottie and I just love seeing him. It is, he's just to drool over. I watch that show for him. So it's like fulfilling some void of like seeing some hot guy.
Yeah.
Where another client or a practice member might say, I watched this show because I like the, medical aspect, and I like to see how they solve and diagnose the problem and come to a conclusion. So whatever show you're watching it for a specific reason, and you're fulfilling a void of yours by taking that action. So write down, back to the timetable of understanding how you manage your time. Write down everything you do and why you do it. What are you fulfilling when you do that action? And then it becomes really clear of what's priority to you. And the biggest thing went with time management is, what are your short-term and long-term goals? And what specific actions are you the expert at that are really fulfilling to you, that when you do those actions, it's super inspiring for you? And what you want to do is jam pack your day with those things that provide that inspiration for you, because it's going to create more vitality, more energy, more creativity. And these are the things, and essentially at the end of the day, it's going to provide more fulfillment for you. And when you look at the actions, maybe you have a bunch of actions that aren't as fulfilling. Those are the things that you want to consider delegating to other people,
Yeah.
right? So that is one of the biggest things when people ask me about time management is, first off, know how you're spending your time. Really do an audit of, like, how are you spending your time? What are you specifically doing? And are these specific actions actually bringing you closer to those goals that you have? What are your
Mhm.
thoughts, Dave?
I think, yeah, totally brilliant way to kind of analyze, because I think that we can think that we're doing certain things, or we think we know ourselves, but when we really actually take a survey of how am I spending my time here? And yeah, what am I watching? What music do I listen to? What lyrics are in those musics that really draw me to this? What memory does that connect me to this certain music, Um, and really get the insights on that. And also, asking yourself, is it a love to action, or is this more of a got to should action? I see a lot of people that are really having stress in their life, or poor health, or really conflict, is they're spending a lot of time in the got to, have to, should areas, of life, instead of the love to and choose to areas of life, which is the inspiration. So if you're spending your days and hours in the love to and choose to, I guarantee you at the end of the day, you're going to have more energy than when you started, because you spent time on inspiring actions today. And when you spend the day in the got tos and the have tos and the shoulds, or, like, I got to go to work, I really should be doing this, I really should go work out, I really ought to do XYZ, that's an exhausting day. I know when I've had those days, I get so tired at the end of the day, I just don't have any energy. And so I think it's a real insightful exercise to really take inventory about your internal dialogue with yourself. Externally, what are you actually doing, spending your time? So you can really capture, where are you in your life? And there's where you can really start making changes and go, wow, I didn't realize I was spending so much time on these lower vibration actions I'm not inspired about. What can I do to change that? Can I delegate to someone? Because that's the ones you want to delegate to, someone who loves to do the things that you don't love doing. And that frees up your time and your energy to add more things in your life that you really are inspired about.
Yeah. And here's the thing, your body will respond when you do this. You're probably
Exactly.
going to sleep better. You're going to have less fatigue. You're going to have more energy. You're probably going to have, this is what I notice with my clients, is they're less likely to, go to the overeating, binge eating, alcohol, sugar, excessive shopping, or all those other behaviors that are actually trying to fulfill a void of trying to fulfill yourself because you haven't been fulfilled during the day. And so when you are just living so in alignment and you're really just doing the things that inspire you and give you energy, it literally has an impact on all areas of your life and decreases that emotional volatility that comes with doing things that just don't light you up.
Totally. Yeah. So I think I think you can feel it in your physiology when you're in those states. And so I think if you're out there listening and you're feeling that you're in a job that you just don't love, you're not inspired about, or a relationship, or are you look in the mirror and you just don't really feel have the inspired mind and body connection you're looking for, you're probably spending a lot of time in the got tos and should and have to stages and activities. And so what a great feedback from the universe to try to get you to wake up, to get busy doing what you're here to do. I mean, we're all here to do what we love doing. We're all here to just show up and be authentic and just follow our inspiration. And when we get off track on that, our physiology will be really quick at telling us when we're off. And so take stock. So that's why I love this exercise you mentioned, is stop what you're doing, check in with yourself. What are you doing? How are you feeling? And really take an inventory of that and capture the data that you need to know how to navigate your next steps in life.
Yeah, I love it. So well said. If
Great.
if this is something you'd love assistance with or want more information on really stepping in or transitioning in to that life that you know you'd love to live, but are feeling a bit fearful, a bit anxious about actually taking those steps, this is something that we are the experts at and would love to help you along your journey in your transition. So pop us a message below, or if you have any questions, feel free to reach out.
Beautiful. Looking forward to next time. We'll see you soon.